Hi guys, I just want to give you guys an update. Welcome back to my show. This is Cher, the host of the most, but I want to give you guys an update as of 9/4/2017 for Hurricane Irma. For all those that are out there, this is only an approximate path the hurricane can go. It is not a definite situation, okay? So I'm just giving you guys heads up. But this is Irma right here, okay? And as of the 4th, it's still east of Puerto Rico. I just want to let you know. Also, too, I need to give you guys an update. I've actually started stocking up on stuff. Your supermarkets are running out of water. So bounce from one to another. That includes Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Publix, Winn-Dixie, U-Save. I don't know who all is out there, but I've gone through about 4 of them, and they're running critically out of stuff. Gallons, bottles, especially the bottles like this, okay, and the littler ones as well. If you have a container to fill up with water, go get it filled up now. If you can find a store and it has water, please put that in my comment area where and your location where they may have water, so it can help other people to get water. From what I'm hearing right now with the update of what's going on, Texas is taking our water, okay? They're going to be taking our water, and they're going to start taking canned goods too. So I suggest going to Sam's Club first and Costco's to get your canned goods. Don't rely on the little stuff, okay? Start there first and then work your way to Walmart, and then like Publix, Winn-Dixie, whatever grocery stores you have on that, okay? Work it backwards that way. Buy it in bulk first if you can. And the same thing with any kind of dry goods. Get your stuff at Sam's Club or Costco's, okay, in Florida, because this is a heads up for all the state of Florida. So check it out there, okay, guys. So right now I'm moving the map around. I jumped it from September 4th to September 5th to September 6th. And right now at September 6th, you can see the eye is north of Puerto Rico at the moment. It's moving in a northwestern direction. It is all north of the islands. The eye is not on any island, as you're going to be seeing through this so far. The eye is staying north of all the islands. It's grazing all the islands north, okay? This is September 7th, 2017 Futurecast, and this is north of Haiti and Santo Domingo, okay? The eye is still not on land, it's still north. And now we're at September 8th, September 8th, 2017, and this time it's made a jump to the north end of Cuba. It is not on the island. It is just grazing the beach area. The eye wall is just grazing the beach area. Okay, I repeat, it is not on the islands. It will not go through the mountains. Okay, it's not going to do anything. It's intensifying. This is right now Category 4, exceeds my scale. We're looking about 140 miles an hour on the eye wall. I'm just giving you a heads up from what I'm seeing. And I'm just letting you know, this is just as of right now. I'm taking this path right now for currently, which is 9/4/2017. Okay, and right now I've jumped it to September 9th. As you can see, there's a very well-defined eye. It is actually touching both continents, I guess you would say, maybe states, lands, whatever. It is actually touching the Keys, okay, and the north end of Cuba. It is not on land. The eye is not on land. The eye extends from the very tip south of Florida to the tip of Cuba at this time. Now I'm going to be playing this every 3 hours into the 10th because that's where the action is going to happen. Okay. Also keep note, this is Jose over here as well. Okay, this is now September 10th at 2 a.m. You guys, if this stays the path, you guys better be aware of what's going on in your surroundings during the late night, midnight hours through the full night. Because as I'm going to show you, this storm is going to sweep the area in the nighttime hours. So you better make sure you have all your candles, your flashlights, your batteries, your everything in a container near you, lighters, you name it, whatever it takes, so that you have light to see in your house if you're in your house when you're hit. Okay, but the way I'm seeing this, you guys better get out of there first. All right, we're at 5 a.m. now on the 10th. Still, it's in between Cuba, and this time looks like it's moved more into Miami shores. The storm is roughly about 2,000 miles wide, and I'm guesstimating the eye about maybe 500, between 3 to 500 at that time. Okay, now you see this right here? That's a little white spot. Texas had the same thing, okay? So that's inventing a whole nother scale of wind speed and everything else right there. That's a defined eye. That's an eye within an eye. That's a pupil. Okay, this is at 8 a.m. on the 10th. At this time, at 8 a.m. on the 10th, the storm is leaving Cuba, and it's more going on land into the most south part of the Everglades, all through Miami area at this time. I'm going to progress at another 3 hours here on the 10th, and at this time we are at 11 a.m. on the 10th. Alright, now I'm going to start blowing this up so you guys can see a closer look of what's going to happen here. Alright, so that's giving you a very good close-up right there. I'm going to shove it down a little bit. Bear with me. And again, just letting you know, Florida is having a shortage on water. I've gone to grocery stores already, and they're out. A lot of them are. So don't call ahead. Just jump from one to another. While you're out, keep your cars and automobiles and trucks all filled with gas, and keep it topped off until the point where the storm hits. Okay? Keep your tanks full. Alright, here we are on September 11th. You see a well-defined eye. You have everything here in the South Everglade area all the way up here, probably towards the north shores of Miami. At this time, the actual eye has left Cuba and more going into a northeastern type of turn, I guess you'd say. And that's at 11 a.m. on the 10th. Alright, here is, now at this time I want to give you a close-up because this is interesting. The keys are completely in the hole of the eye. Okay, I'm just letting you know that right now. Okay, let me see if I can get this more focused here. It's thinking. Because I'm hoping to show you something here, if it'll let me. And everybody, I want everybody to check out my other videos. If you don't know how to prepare or what food to get, I do have a video out on what food you can get that will sustain without refrigeration, and stuff that you can use to maybe cook with. Also too, I hear there's also a propane gas shortage as well in the state of Florida as well, so be aware of that. Check your bigger places like Sam's Club, Costco first, then go to your local grocery stores for the other. Okay, so right now shortage already showing on water and propane gas. Food so far is still okay, and I suggest going to like Sam's Club and Costco's for all your stuff right now, because they're the ones that can bring it in by the warehouse faster than probably anything else. Alright, right now as you can see, this is the eye, and it is over Miami, okay? And this isn't a full reading, okay? There's a lot of the inner bands you're going to see be minor, and you're thinking, oh, it's only like 40 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, and it's daylight, and I can see everything. You know what? That's the same thing that happened to me in Hurricane Charlie. I survived 4 of them. Hurricane Charlie, Francis, Ivan, and one no name. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was right here, I saw sunshine, and like, oh yeah, we're all done, okay? No, heads up, warning, you're not done, okay? It depends on where you're living at, but my example, my eye, when I went through Hurricane Charlie, lasted me 20 minutes. So stay in your shelter, stay in your safe place in your home. Even if you see sunlight underneath the door that you closed, do not open it, do not go out, stay in your area, okay? This storm is a fast-moving storm, so you shouldn't be waiting too long as it is anyway. So even if you wait 20 minutes, it's worth your life to wait 20 minutes. Stay in where your safe space is and do not get out. Alright, so this is at 2 p.m. on the 10th. Okay, now we're going to bump it up 3 more hours, and we're going to go to 5 p.m. on the 10th. And the eye actually is enhanced. It is actually over Miami. I thought it was down here, but it's not. It's right here. The eye is over Miami. This is part of the East Coast I want to show you, but also you guys need to get heads up on the West Coast as well, because everything in Naples area on through Bonita Springs is going to be having at least the minimum of 100 mile an hour winds. Minimum of 100 mile an hour winds, because you're getting the westerly flow of or northern flow, as you see it spiral around, but it'll be on the west side of your wind and wind shears, okay? I'm going to tell you this too. Beware of water spouts and tornadoes. With this kind of storm, anything goes, okay? Don't underestimate it, okay? Alright, we're going to bump it up again at 8 p.m. on the 10th. And I'm going to go out a little bit here, because there's more of the state I need you guys to look at a minute. So, okay, we're at... here. Okay, so we're on the September 10th at 8 p.m. The eye has moved north of Miami, probably near Fort Lauderdale, I'm guessing. And right here is Southwest Florida, from Sarasota on down to Fort Myers. You guys are going to be experiencing a minimum of 70 mile an hour winds, okay, with wind gusts on top of that. I'm gonna do something here and give you another 3 hours, but I'm wanting both sides of the state to take a look at this. If you have a friend that lives in this area, contact him to contact my channel here on YouTube, and spread my word like wildfire on the web, because I'm gonna give you detailed information best I can on what's happening each day, with a 3 hour span of everything, okay? And we're going to bump, 3 hours on the actual area that keeps going. Okay, All right, so right here we're I'm guesstimating here we're at Melbourne area on Florida. The eye is inland in the Melbourne area. I'm guesstimating, and at this time we probably have over 135-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm going to let you know everything from Miami all the way up is the same way, over 135-mile-an-hour winds. Okay, but I'm going to focus too also on the West Coast. Everything from Bonita Springs all the way up to Tampa will experience anywhere from 60 to 90-mile-an-hour winds of this storm coming through with all the bands and everything. Okay, these are the gusts part of it. Okay, I'm going to give you a reading here, if I can, of the actual wind speed that could possibly happen at yeah, okay, give you a wind speed reading. Okay, and the wind speed reading again, the East Coast is looking at least 135 miles an hour. The West Coast, you're looking, and you're going to be fluctuating between 50 and 90-mile-an-hour winds on the West Coast from Sarasota on down south. Okay, if you live in Bradenton north to like northern Tampa, you're going to be experiencing anywhere from 35 to 50-mile-an-hour winds with some gusts. Okay, I also want to give you guys a rain situation, because with this one, I'm definitely going to tell you A1A, I know on the East Coast, is going to be out with this storm the way it looks right now. And a lot of the inland type of highways and stuff will be under. Okay, so I'm giving you a heads up. If you're going to leave the state, you better do it probably right around the 7th or the 8th if you're going to leave the state. If you don't, you're not going to get out. You're not going to be doing nothing. You're going to be doing exactly what Texas did. Okay? Exactly. Alright, so here we are with rainfall from Miami all the way up. You're looking, as this storm moves up north from Miami all the way up, you're looking 2 to 3 inches per every 3 hours minimum. On the West Coast, you're looking anywhere from a 1/4 inch on up to maybe an inch every 3 hours. Okay. Waves, now that's another situation I want you guys to be aware of, because anybody that lives around the coast area, I don't care if you live on the beach, you live on a canal, you live on a river or near a river or a stream or a creek or anything else, I want you guys to be aware of the waves, because that's your surging. Okay, the surging from Miami all the way up. Let me take a reading here real quick and see where we're at. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Give me a minute here. Alright. This is without the wind, but we're looking from everything from Miami all the way up the whole state to the actual state line. It fluctuates between 20 to 30 feet. Okay. Let me give you a reading on wind wave. Let me give you, this is going to be a wind wave height, meaning that the wind, that creates the waves, it's blowing it in, it's surging, da 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 da. Okay. We got surging here from Miami all the way up. It looks like around between 6 and 8 foot surge minimum. Okay. And then let's see. Let me give you a swell wave height reading as well. Swell wave height for Miami all the way up. Yeah. Anywhere from 20 to 32 feet, it looks like. So, heads up on that, guys, okay? I hope you guys got boats or something, you know? You're going to need it over there. And then let me take a temperature reading, because by that time I'm sure your power is going to go out. Your air conditioning is not going to work, and you're going to get warm. And so, yeah. Alright, as the storm goes through, we are looking at, give me a minute here, bear with me. Alright, as we're looking here, we're looking around 80 to 90 degrees all the way up the whole state, okay, both sides of Florida as the storm comes through. And air pressure, let me go to that a minute. Alright, air pressure, from what I'm seeing on this, as it moves through the Keys all the way up to the East Coast, will fluctuate between 964 to 981. Okay. Okay. So there you have it, and I'm gonna go and follow this through the state so you can see the direction now of what's going to happen and where it's going to happen and where it's going to go, and you know, all of that. But this is a big boy, definitely a big boy. So like I say, I want to just remind everybody to tune into my channel here, pass the word out on the web like wildfire. And for those that's never experienced a hurricane or don't remember what they're supposed to do, or you know, just need help, go to some of my videos. I do have a check-off list for emergency supplies that's needed, as well as food to look for and stuff like that. So check out my other channel, my other videos on my channel, and tell your friends the same thing. And stay tuned. I'm going to try to give you guys a daily report as I go through this as much as I can until I can't do it anymore. So now we're going to go to, as you can see, the eye's really defined here on the 11th, okay? But we're going to go now to September, where are we at here? Okay, this is September 11th, yeah. And then this has actually jumped. It looks like it is in maybe Fort Lauderdale, approaching to St. Augustine area, and Cape Canaveral area, all that right now. And then we're jumping to, oh, I did it too fast. I should have done that. Hang on. Yeah. Eventually it goes right up, but okay, hang on. I'll have to do this every 3 hours because it kind of like doesn't jump in a whole day here. It jumps like every 3 hours. And I just want to remember, or have everybody remember, this is just a rough estimate where this storm is going to go as of today, okay? Just a rough estimate where things are going to go. But still be prepared for the whole state of Florida, okay? No matter what side you live on, because you never know when it can all of a sudden turn left or right, because that's what Charlie did, okay? Alright, so now we're at 5 a.m. on September 11th. It's right across from Tampa all the way through, so I think that's Fort Lauderdale, maybe? I don't remember. Whatever's right straight across Highway 4 to the East Coast. The eye is well defined, as you can see right here. And the eye is half on, half off, so it's like a pupil in a pupil kind of situation. So, yeah. And all of Southwest Florida, like, which is right down here, you're still going to feel 60 to 80 mile an hour type wind gusts. I actually, from what I'm seeing here, definitely tornadoes. Heads up on tornadoes and water spouts for this. I don't care what side of the state you're on and when it happens. Okay. Okay. So now we're at 8 a.m. on the 11th. At this time, it looks like it's approaching Jacksonville, Florida, but off the coast. The eye is actually off the coast, the pupil part, not the actual eye, the pupil. Okay. Again, at this time, Southwest Florida, looks like everybody from, what do you call it? South Everglade area all the way up to like Fort Myers almost. Looks like they'll have bare minimum of a lot of rain with maybe 40-mile-an-hour winds. Everything from Cape Coral all the way up to, let's see, north of Tampa will probably experience anything from 35 to 60-mile-an-hour winds still. But this is off on Jacksonville area at the moment, and they're right now it's just sucking in the Atlantic right now to dump on water over here. Also, word up on anybody that is in the central part of the state of Florida. Get yourself stocked up now, because I know you guys are out of the boonies there, and you may not be able to get supplies later because it'll be harder to get to you. But at the same time, too, I do see flooding for you guys as well with this rain, because I know, like for Arcadia, Avon Park, and all that, with rivers all the way up to even Disney there, I definitely see flooding. Okay, definitely flooding. Alright, so now we're at 11 a.m. on the 11th, and at this time the eye is off the coast. It is, oh okay, I'm sorry, this down here was not Jacksonville. This is Jacksonville up here, sorry. So I'm going to say St. Augustine area. Okay, so it's definitely off the coast of the area of like maybe St. Augustine area, and whatever south of Jacksonville by 250 miles, I'm guesstimating. Okay, so yeah, and the eye is getting really defined. The wave action is increasing massively. The winds are exceeding over 125 miles an hour at this point over there, kind of like it was when it came into Miami. Okay, and we're going to move this up 3 more hours for 2 p.m. on September 11th. At this point in time, it is side by side with Jacksonville. The eye is extremely defined and larger, the largest I've ever seen it. This reminds me of the Haiti eye. For those people who were in Haiti at the time that hurricane went through, exact same eye. Okay. At this point in time, it is massively increasing and strengthening. South winds are over 100 miles an hour. East winds are over and fluctuating over 110 miles an hour, and northern winds are fluctuating over 110 miles an hour. Definitely serious surging going on and flooding. Let's see, we have on the coast wind gusts anywhere from 40 on up to over 125 miles an hour. The only place that gave it a little rest here, I think, was off of Melbourne here, where it wasn't so high on the wind gust. But up here, yeah, it's getting a little more rougher up there. So be careful, heads up on that. But I'm going to keep continuing because this is gonna, I think this is gonna go into Georgia. So I want to make sure you guys see this for what it's worth. So I moved it up. So we're going to go 3 more hours. We're going to go to 5 p.m. on the 11th. So you can see what the motion of the waves and the wind and everything that's going on. Okay, the eye is still defined. That this time it's off the coast of Georgia. And yeah. And now we're at 8 p.m. on the 11th. Again, I want to let everybody know, stores are running out of water in the state of Florida. Go to your Sam's Clubs and your Costco's first for water. Since they have warehouses, they can get them maybe better. Then check your grocery stores after that. Same thing with your canned goods. Anything that you don't have to cook with, get your supplies at the bigger warehouses while you can. The reason is, and I've already talked to a Walmart manager, they said all the stores in the state of Florida are diverting their water and their canned goods to Texas. So if we get hit, grab what you can, and even if you don't like it, at least it's substance to eat, okay? Alright, at this time, the hurricane is now moving up the eastern board. I still half on land, half off land between the Georgia and South Carolina coastline, and the reading here is at 8 p.m. on September 11th. We're going to be going now here at 11 p.m. on September 11th. Next. And at this time, the eye is on land in South Carolina. With touching the border of Georgia. And now it goes inland. It looks like this storm's going like straight due north. Just to give you heads up, okay guys? Alright, I'm going to kind of zoom out. I want to find out where Jose is here. Which is that other little storm behind everything. And hopefully give you a perspective too where he might be. Because I need to focus on him. Okay, see this? He's getting well defined. This is Jose over here. Okay, over here is Irma. Okay, so I want to go ahead and go through Jose as well. And I want to go to, on the 12th, let's see. Let's go to 2 p.m. on the 12th. I want to see where he's going to go to here. He's just spinning out there. Alright, we're going to go to 11 p.m. on the 12th. Hopefully. Yeah, he just playing around in the ocean right now. Let's see. Let's go to the 13th. See if he's going to be a threat to Florida here. No. Well, he's got a really defined eye on the 13th. So it looks like Jose is going to sit there for a minute. He's thinking. He don't know which direction he's going to go yet. But I just want to show you here. We're going to go out. Hopefully. So you can see what's happening. If I can find the other one. I lost the other. I found Jose. Lost Irma now. It's like having two little kids. You got to watch them, right guys? Alright. So let's go back to the 12th. Where did Irma go? Oh, Irma looks like way up here. Maybe. I think that's her. Alright, again, I just want to let you guys know, tune into my channel, tell your friends, neighbors, everybody click and subscribe, tell your friends, tell them to stay tuned to this, as well as telling your friends, family, neighbors. For those who haven't been involved with a hurricane or any tropical depression situation of this magnitude or whatever, check out my other videos on my channel. They'll help you prepare. I have a checklist, I have a food list, I have an emergency supply list, and everything else. I will explain everything on those videos. Please go to those videos, get yourself supplied and stocked up and ready to go and prepared, okay? Alright, so right here is IRMA. It looks like it's making a way true north. So what's happening, it went from here straight north to Toronto, okay? So everything in the pathway, beware of that, okay? So that's a heads up there. Right now, this is Jose. He's thinking, he don't know which direction he's going. He's just spinning his wheels right now. So as through the 13th, he's still there, okay? Let's see, what else can I tell you guys? Okay, shortage on water in the state of Florida. Shortage on certain supplies, on canned goods. Check it out. Go to your Sam's Club and Costco's and the bigger warehouses first, because they can get the stuff from their big warehouses. I have talked to a Walmart manager. They are supplying Texas right now with the water and canned goods, so you're probably not going to find anything on the shelf. But check out Costco's and Sam's Club, and then go to your local grocery stores, okay? If you live in Florida, that would be your Sam's Club, your Costco's, Publix, Winn-Dixie, U-Save, Walmart, okay? Check out all those for your water, okay? And then canned goods as well. So everybody stay safe. Tell your friends, family, neighbors. Pass the word out like wildfire on the web. I want to save as many lives as we possibly can. So listen to what I give you each and every day on the situation. This is only the daily kind of path of what the storm is going to do each day that I come on. And click and subscribe, because when I have a new video come out, you'll get news hopefully on what is going to happen, okay? And then if you have never been in any kind of situation like this before, and you're from the north or from another country, check out my other videos and listen to the videos on what food you need to stock up on, emergency supplies, and so on and so forth, okay? Alright, everybody, be safe. This is for 9/4/17 today on the path of the IRMA, and pass this on to your friends. Everybody stay safe. Love you. Be prepared. Okay, talk to you later. This is Cher, the host of The Most.